Amir Khan. Juan Manuel.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Bolton, England. Here is the Olympic silver medalist, one of Britain's youngest ever professional world champion, a unified 140-pound champion of the world. Introducing Amir King Khan. Fighting out of the blue corner, and now from Mexico City, here is the Hall of Fame 4-division champion of the world, Juan Manuel Dinamita Marquez.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
You couldn't buy a seat in this place.
All right.
You'd be very lucky if you're ringside, but you know what? Watch it from home. You've got everything on a plate.
Under the bright lights here for this one. Really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. And there's the bell to start round 1. Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. Nice job by him to block that jab. Good counter punch. I know boxing fans around the world feel like Christmas morning with these two finally in the ring.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And look in that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Marquez is rocked. Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Counter punches have to hurt. Do you believe what we're seeing? Nice counter shot. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Khan in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage. Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. He threw a punch and just got countered. That right hook's blocked. This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
God, this is what it's all about.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. This is not how the story was supposed to go for Amir Khan. Catch and shoot. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
Shot from the gods, they say.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you okay?
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to do what they've got to touch.
Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round.
Switch on.
The corner hasn't thrown in the towel yet, so I guess he's coming up.
There, I need you to win this round.
On to the third. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
I have no idea what they have left. How'd you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Exchange here from both men. And down goes Amir Khan. Oh, my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
I need to see that again.
One, two, three, four, five. You are right.
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Talk about Khan in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8. There's the bell for round 4. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Defense is not an option for these two. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. You don't want to trade shots. Nice counter. Marquez is hurt. What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
You're right, Todd. What?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hit me with one.
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
And he dropped him. The perfect sniper shot. Let's watch it again one more time.
1, 2,
about Marquez in that last round?
There's always a way back. Don't ever hurt anybody else.
You don't want to lose the spot. Come on.
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. They ring the bell, and here we go. Marquez's days. And he couldn't take any more. Down goes Marquez. And it's a one-hitter quitter. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
Clearly his opponent was too much for him, and he's thrown in the towel. So they will throw in the towel.
What they say now. I like to welcome everybody out to the Samurai. Indeed. Here we go, one side. Really need. Very beautifully, very little rated. Little battle raps for you. Little battle rap. Really need. What you got? Very beautifully, a little rated. Little battle raps for you. So alive. Come on through. Big eyes looking like skies and binoculars. Two nights live singing by the opera house, but not in it. Just by it, someone alongside it. A long silence. A strong, vibrant, meditative song of guidance designed to raise eyelids sublime and save the assignments with warm regards and age kindness for today's climate in the vein.
Hope you've passed your scuba license exam. We're underwater at the Atlantis. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. It's Floyd Patterson, a man that needs no... The gentleman of boxing, Floyd Patterson, one of the best to ever do it in the heavyweight division. Frank True Brit Bruno.
This bout is...
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see. And we're underway in round one. Look at that left uppercut. These two fighters are made for one another. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Not a lot of defense here at all. Catch and shoot. This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
This is what makes outside fighters so good. Their footwork is second to none. It's as fast as their hands.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Nope, that jab not going to score. Nice exchange here from both men. We wanted action, and they are delivering. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Forget about that. Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good. Just keep them on the... Go out there, you win this next round.
Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. This slugger isn't interested in winning rounds. He just wants to win the fight. And he's not going to do it on the scorecard, Johnny. He needs a KO.
Tactics out of the window. These guys just want to brawl.
They exchange punches. Swing and a miss with the jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
That counter punch caught him clean. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Who the bigger, stronger fighter is. Let's see if they use it to their advantage.
Oh, that was a fight that had an excellent reach, an unassuming reach. If you've got a good reach, just really befuddles your opponent, because when they're out, they think you're out of range. Bam, you catch them with a jab. And if you catch them on the end of the jab, it takes and befuddles the fighter.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on.
There's the bell to start round 3. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
It's all offense all the time. That punch is beginning to take its toll. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. And he scores with the counter. Good counter punch. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
No rest for the weary. Just avoids the left uppercut. Insane action. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Great work. I love that. I love that. Jab slick. He's not in your league. Come on, switch on. His shots. Keep smart.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch, counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Nice counter shot. They need to be careful they don't push themselves out here. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
The straight right just misses. The perfect counter lands. And he wasn't ready for that counter. Floyd Patterson is on the canvas. Wow, that seemed to be the punch he was looking for. Let's watch it again.
A shot from the gods took him out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Listen to me. Are you okay?
It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. This is a very important break here for this fighter. They've been knocked down twice. The corner might be thinking about stopping it here.
Unbelievable heart, knocked down twice.
Great round. Now relax now. I don't need to hold up.
On to the 5th we go. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
They better start respecting each other's punching power. Nice counter shot. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
There's a counter shot. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Count to me.
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels, look at it's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot, a clean one, then he's out of there.
stamina is off the charts. 10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Well, if this trainer has a pep talk, now's the time to use it, as they were dropped twice in the last round.
They believe their fighter has it.
On to the 6th round. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Nice counter. Can't land that jab. Patterson's rough, and that'll do it. Patterson goes down. I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
That's lights out right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
It happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
A knockout victory. That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here. I've arrived. Try that again. It will happen all over again.
It'll be tough to forget this evening. How about your surroundings here at Falkor Bay? And hopefully we'll have a memorable fight as well. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
Time for our tail of the tape. And here he is in the flesh. Terrence Bud Crawford, 173 centimeters tall, tipping the scales at the 135-pound limit, and he's got a reach of 188 centimeters. And he'll be squaring off against Amir King Khan, 140 pounds, 5 foot 8 inches tall, with a reach of 71 inches.
Talk about hot seats in the house. I am so lucky to be sat where I am watching this fight live. I can tell my grandkids about this.
Terrence Bud Crawford. And it's the king, Amir King Khan. He's Bolton's finest. Watch for those hands tonight. They are as fast as they come.
This is going to be an intense standoff before the fight starts.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed 3-division champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Bolton, England, here is the Olympic silver medalist, one of Britain's youngest ever professional world champion, a unified 140-pound champion of the world, introducing Amir King Khan.
An open-air outdoor stadium. What a venue for this contest.
The wait is over. The speaking stopped. The fight begins now. Let's get the answers.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long...
Red Madness. It's basically Red Madness is like a club party with a house party. House party like that. Okay, so what house work? What's the idea of Red Cup? Well, the Red Cup is like the Red Cup is a sample in this name. That made everybody feel like, you know, like it was like a party, like everybody knows that this is the Red Cup, so we got the triple cup. So what can you tell me about the Red Madness today? How much is man, I don't jump. I started getting late on. But I brought up the phone. Just day one. You was starting to pray for them. I'm artist, like you watched me for a few times, like you used to be wild. We was wilding out like Red Madness is wilding out. So then one day it came on to another thing.
We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time for our tale of the tape. And here he is, Terrence Crawford, 5 foot 7 inches, 135 pounds even. That's the lightweight limit. And he's got a reach of 74 inches. And he'll be facing Amir King Khan, 63 kilos. And here he is in the flesh, Terrence Bud Crawford, the undisputed lightweight champion of the... Amir Khan, one of the finest fighters Britain's ever produced. Olympic silver medalist in 2004, multi-time world champion, fighting out of Bolton, UK.
It'll be ding-ding from birth. They're off.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, From Omaha, Nebraska, here is the acclaimed 3-division world champion and 2-division undisputed champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Bolton, England, here is the Olympic silver medalist, one of Britain's youngest ever professional world champion, a unified 140-pound champion of the world, introducing Amir King Khan.
A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
Did you feel that energy? Did you hear that beat in the music? If anything's going to get you ready for a fight, it's that.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. Here we go, round one. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, I guess he's decided he's going to taunt his opponent now. Trying to land that jab. Just when the fight was getting interesting between Khan and Crawford back in 2019, it was stopped after an accidental groin shot. I mean, that will do it to you.
Amir Khan is and was one of the fastest fighters I'd ever seen. And then for the first time in his whole career, he got in a ring with somebody that was faster than him, sharper than him, threw clusters much better than him. So then he thought, what is going on here? It's a new world. How does he deal with it? Then now he's got to depend on his skills. But he didn't realize that until the fight. So this is why we're doing this all over again. Amir Khan now has to depend on his skills rather than his speed, because he knows Crawford has the speed to put him out.
Have to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
And he scores with the counter. That one lands. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Great work. I love that. I love that. That jab slick. Just keep that on check.
Go out there and win this next round.
Here we go. It's round two. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
You don't want to trade shots. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got a dummy shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Well done with that counter shot. That right hook won't score. Big whiff with the right hook. These punches coming from every angle. Caution being thrown to the wind. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Crawford in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there.
Come on, let him back in.
There's the bell for round 3. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You'd like to see more jabs. It's all offense all the time. That left hook misses. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Punch, counter punch. Nice counter shot. Beautiful counter shot. Defense is not an option for these two. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy.
There's the bell for round 4. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Here we go with these two lightning-quick lightweights.
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. There's a counter shot. This with that jab. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counterpunch.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Come on. Come on.
It's a one-hitter winner. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
Even I've got to...
1, 2, 3, 4. 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121, 122, 123,
talk about Crawford in that last round. A lot of work needs to be done in this corner. 2 knockdowns in the last round.
He's got to take that confidence away.
And there's the bell for round 5. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that? That's near on impossible, because your head must be all over the place. Your legs are feeling like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Oh, that punch. Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
That counter shot lands. A straight right just misses. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
I need to see that again. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Come to me.
Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, this fighter has been down twice. They've
Get this boxing back together.
There's the bell to start round 6. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Blistering hand speed from both of these outstanding lightweights.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Nice counter punch right up the middle. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Straight right just misses. Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show him your boxing skills. Step out of the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
Counter punching. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Down he goes! What an upset this could be as Connor's down! Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
You're right, Todd. What a shot. One, two, three, four, five, six.
Let's talk about Khan in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
I love the response.
Round 7, here we go. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
No rest for the weary. He threw a punch and just got countered. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Another scoring shot there. It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way. Let's watch that again and replay from a different angle.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
One, two, three, four.
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
The straight right just misses. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Get that jab back. Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. Just to say it again.
And don't give him anything. Go back and win the round, right?
Round 8, and we're off again. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming up? He's getting everything full battle because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Lucky to have avoided that uppercut. You know, with lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You could hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
An uppercut does not score. You can't score with that uppercut. Big swing and a miss with the hook. They threw the hook. It didn't land. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Another win, another unanimous decision victory.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again.
Coach Mike in the building. What's going on? Y'all will get some comments, but I gotta focus on my game. My dub.
Always trying to fight on by the Always trying to fight on by the grilling like I'm George. I'm coming for that Joe. Soon as I walk, they making noise. I'm walking through my city, they like Boombaye 3-0. Knock them out in 60 seconds like I'm using cheat codes. I just want that money like a money mate. I'm a power jack and uppercut and he up on my way. With my belt, discount double check, undisputed check. I'ma walk inside your gym and take over. I'm new to camp. Yeah, I'm new to camp. Sitting ringside with my dog. I'm a coach flick. Underdogs coming out on top. Got 'em so sick. 2, 3, I think it's over. 4, 5, 6, he leaning over. 7, 8, they bout to ring the bell. 9, 10, pack 'em up like mail. It's over. 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 It's over.
But I gotta say, bro, you lucky. More lucky catches than the 2024 Chiefs. Said a lot of luck on that.
Who thought we'd be fighting at a Gothic cathedral? And yet here we are at Cambrian Hall. And next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Amir King Khan. And it's the King Rai.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Bolton, England, here is the Olympic silver medalist, one of Britain's youngest ever professional world champion, a unified 140-pound champion of the world, introducing Amir King Khan. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Victorville, California, here is the exciting boxing sensation, King Rai Ryan Garcia.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
You couldn't even squeeze through to your...
We have high hopes and aspirations for this fight. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. The straight right just misses. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. The crowd here cannot wait. They've been buzzing all day long, and finally, we're about to get it on.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
The straight right just misses. Got him there. That punch lands. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second.
On to the second round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
You've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move. You hit and you don't get hit.
Todd, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
Tried to score with a jab. That jab misses. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Counter puncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Turn the jab and then start gathering your pace and win this round.
And there's the bell for round 3. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
That right hook won't score. How about that time counter shot? They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Straight right just misses. And that right jab just misses. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
The fight's not over yet. You've got to go out. Great round. Great round. Now relax.
Back at it in round 4. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
straight right just misses. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. We hear that old phrase, second wind. You've got to find it somehow.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Missing with that jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Don't be
Starting to make mistakes and he's switching off. I need you to switch back on.
He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered. He's
Round. I need you to go back out there. I need to win this round. Get your mind back. Get your foot.
And there's the bell to start round 5. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walked right through it?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
The straight right just misses. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. He's dropped the guard now. What do you think of that decision? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope the judge...
There's the bell to start round 6. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Don't get trigger happy because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Both men step back for just a moment. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
When you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with it?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Not so rigid anymore with the stance. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Wow, you know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bone.
And there's the bell for round 7. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
You'd like to see more jabs. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. That counter punch caught him clean. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot. There's the bell to start round 8. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet, not until your senses have come back.
Good counter punching. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Wow, what a shot! And it's over! A home run swing, and that will do it here! Wow, let's take another look at that.
A shot from the gods took him out.
Not many people would have predicted.